Earlier in the week, I made a video making fun of a furry who was bashed in Adelaide in Rundle Mall. Many people got upset at me for this and demanded an apology because it was incredibly offensive, and some said I was encouraging violence against furries. I got called a bigot, I got called insensitive, mean, and the furry community was very upset and demanded an apology. So I've got the man who was bashed here next to me, and I just wanted to say sorry.
You're all right, mate. You're all right. No, you're fine.
You thought it was funny?
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
All right, well then stop being a sook, everyone else, okay? What do I call you? Do I call you your human name, or do you have a persona name?
Persona name is Dennis.
Dennis.
Yeah.
Right. So, Dennis, I'm glad that you've come here to speak with me. Firstly, I wanted to ask, are you okay?
I'm alright. Like, I do get some like dizzy spills and like really bad headaches, but like in the grand scheme of things, after getting clubbed by like 3 dudes, I'm alright.
That's good. And were you was that confirmed by a doctor or a vet?
No, when I just didn't go. The ambos were like, you're concussed, but like I just gonna be fucked in the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vet bills, speaking from experience, are expensive.
Yeah, getting new wasn't fun. Yeah. I do miss my balls.
At least you can keep them in a jar.
Yeah. Shake them out.
Now, a lot of people I saw were calling this a hate crime. I would have called it animal abuse.
I mean, the thing was, they were yelling, like, they were calling it homophobic things and stuff like that.
Homophobic slurs.
Yeah, homophobic slurs.
Yeah, see, that's if I would never.
Yeah.
But if I had to call a furry a slur, I don't know what I'd go with.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go with homophobic. I'd probably go with bad dog.
Bad dog, yeah. Yeah.
But I guess it's if you would just go with the homophobic slur, or pretty difficult to go with a racial slur when you're not sure what colour they are underneath the furry mask.
You could just eyeball it.
You punch him, listen for an accent, and you go, I'm feeling Chinese slur.
Do you reckon it's Indian?
Why is that? Because the smell is bad in a fursuit?
Wait, what?
Is that because the smell of a fursuit's no good?
No, mine's good. I feel like garlic berries and cream. Not like what you said at the show.
A lot of people, or the cowards that attacked you, because they are cowards, you know, 3 men jumping someone as a surprise, as a group, is cowardly, pathetic behaviour.
Yeah.
But I am always quite nervous when I see a big dog unleashed around children.
I mean, look, I was just there, like, taking photos with them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The parents asked us to take photos. I think they just yelled that out. Because they, like, had everyone staring at them, and they're just like, oh, wait, we just did something pretty fucking bad. If we just say, like, get away from the kids, you know, that might make, you know, at least in their mind, make everyone think that, oh, I think they were actually doing something okay, which obviously they're not. They just bashed someone.
Yeah. So the homophobic slur came first, and then they were like, oh shit, that was actually a really bad thing to say in public. I better look like a hero by using slurs to protect children.
Yep.
If there's one way to protect children, it is to show them terrifying violence in the middle of the day. That'll really protect the
kids.
kids.
A big smile on it. The big fluffy dog like his head fucking stomped up. Fuck yeah.
And you had a sign, so this happened like on election day when everyone was voting.
Yeah.
And you had a sign that said vote 1 animal party. You had a sign that said
get it right.
You had a sign that said vote 1 furry party.
Yeah.
And is that similar at all to a Diddy party? And instead of baby oil in a basement, there's just puppy oil in a dog box in someone's backyard?
Yeah, it's about the same. Yeah.
Right, that's good to know.
Type shit.
Who did you vote for? Because when I look at the parties in Australia, I voted for the normal ones,
Yeah.
but I also saw that there was the animal party and the sex party.
There was a sex party.
Yeah, those are actually two separate parties. Did you know that?
No.
They're not the same.
I did not know there was a sex party. That's crazy.
There is in Victoria. There's the Animal Justice Party for protecting you and people like you. And then there's the sex party,
Yeah.
which I suppose is for you as well.
I voted for that. I did vote for the animal party.
Yeah.
I voted for Greens as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just didn't like land one.
Yeah.
I don't look into it too much.
I mean, you voting for the animal party is like me voting for the straight white guy party. Like, that just makes sense.
Yeah, it just makes sense. Like, you gotta go with what you know. Unfortunately, there was no vote one furry party.
Yeah.
You know,
Not yet.
About, like, heavy campaigning,
Yeah.
especially what I went through. I was pretty disappointed. When I went to the polls and there was no vote one furry party. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking short.
But don't worry, Dennis. I truly believe that karma is real, and I'm happy to report that not only have those cowards been caught, but they also all caught rabies,
Yeah.
and that's what you get.
I haven't had my rabies shot yet. Fucking look, I don't want to alarm anyone around the mall, but I might have parvo. Fucking.
Yeah.
So like, fucking wash your hands and fucking,
You gotta watch out.
You gotta watch out. Parvo's a fucking killer, bro. I lost my fucking mate the other week too. Fucking.
Oh no! How old was he in dog years?
Bro, it was probably like 70.
Yeah. Bummer.
Yeah. Fucking ripping.
But I'm happy that you're here, Dennis.
Yeah.
And tell me about this story.
Yeah.
What actually happened? Because all people have seen is just like kind of a halfway through clip of you just getting jumped by, it looks like 3-4 men.
It was 4.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. It was rough. At first I just thought it was like someone coming out for a hug, like an autistic kid, like as they do. But then like I felt the stir on the back of my head just get ripped out, and I was like, oh fuck! And then I got punched in the head immediately. And they were like, first they were very silent about it. And then they tried to take the sign, and I was just like, whatever. And then just immediately clocked me. And just fucking slurs here and that. And then my mate pulled his jumper, and then pulled him back, and then his headphones fell on the ground and fucking exploded.
Good.
Yeah. And then like one of his other mates was still grabbing me. I couldn't see. I can't see very much in this fucking suit. So I kicked forward.
Yeah.
And I kicked one in the head.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I got one kick in. I was being fucking like punched and fucking this and that. And it was just self-defense.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and even the cops said like, you're not in trouble in this situation, you're fine.
Yeah.
And then after that is when the big fucking ninja fucking fly kick comes out of nowhere.
I have to say, absolutely reprehensible act of cowardice, and violence is disgusting. But fuck, it was a good kick.
It was a good fuck.
It was a good kick. It was a good form ninja kick. Like that was crazy. I thought you were being descended upon by a pack of ninja.
Yeah, like I would give it to old mate if he was watching, but like it was a good kick.
So how old were these people?
Wow. Maybe about 18, like 18 to 20. I didn't really tell, like, I guess the cops were like telling me to find out, but.
Yeah. And because it was all caught on film, I suppose they're all going to get caught.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about that, or?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, because I don't think I can say.
Yeah, that's fine. So I saw this and I thought, oh man, that sucks. And I thought, the way that I can contribute positively to this awful thing is to, tell some jokes about it, but also thoroughly condemn the people that did it.
Well, that's it. I like Butterfield did some jokes as well, but he was also just like, these people are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Crime Stoppers. Fucking, this and that. Like, I like shit the video as well. And I very much like yours as well. I feel like,
It's funny because a lot of people did not. I noticed a lot of people that were not furries
Yeah.
came out and were like, you can't say
yeah.
this. And I found it so funny because at the same time, you and me were talking in DMs about organising this.
Yeah.
And it's just always amusing to me that often people who stand up for communities they're not a part of often completely misunderstanding the community they're you know,
That's the thing.
with good intentions trying to defend.
Yeah, I think as furries always get shat on, they're just like trying to stick up for them, and stuff like that. And I guess because like as well, like a lot of furries, maybe like a lot of them get like bullied and stuff like that, which is, you know, like we are weird. Like we're not like, it's not normal to walk around in a dog costume. So, you know, some of them do get bullied a lot, and I think they might have to guard us a bit. But I got thick skin. I don't give a fuck.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, that's it. You have to. You have to.
Yeah. So what is a furry?
So yeah, it's just like, it really like bottom line, it is just cosplay.
Yeah.
For myself, it is definitely not a sex thing with fillers off. I've only been a furry since September last year. I'd dated a furry, and then I was just like, dude, this is so fucking cool. I was already into cosplay and all that sort of shit. So I was like, I'll get one. And yeah, I've been a furry ever since. But it's just, it's really just cosplay. There is like that, you know, sex part of it for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like a lot of furries, but you know, pretend that it's like, so not such thing. Like, yes, there is people that do that. They fucking get fucked in a suit for like, it's not, but it's not my thing.
Whenever I think about furry sex, which I do often, I just think, God, it would be hot. Not in a sexy way, but in a temperature way.
Oh, it would be fucked.
Yeah.
It would be bad.
And I also think it'd be expensive. Like these things are custom made. They're well made.
Yeah.
I would not want to get any fluids on that.
I'd be so fucked up if I got cum on my fucking suit. Like, honestly, this shit is worth like a fucking car.
Yeah, how much does a fursuit cost?
They can start off around like, I've seen like high quality ones start off around like 3,000. This one here, 5,000.
Wow.
And my full suit in total is about $10,000
for a fursuit.
Yeah, I've spent about $20,000 on a fursuit in the last like 8 months.
And sorry, you said you've been a furry for less than a year.
Yeah.
And you're already 20K in the hole.
Yeah.
That's so you've really truly found your calling.
Yeah, I found yeah.
Because I do that with hobbies sometimes, you know, like I got into Warhammer and I thought I need to buy a whole army, and they're sitting there, you know, I buy the whole army and all the paints and all the tools, and then they sit there unpainted.
Yeah.
If I did that with a $20,000 fursuit, I would be very upset at myself looking at this beautiful character sitting in my wardrobe left unworn.
Yeah.
But you're all in.
Yeah.
No regrets?
I can't go back. I do have a tattoo on my fursuit.
Right.
Yeah.
And so before we move on from the what is a furry, what percentage of with the sex thing, because I think most people from the outside perspective is like they would perceive it as a weird sex fetish thing.
Yeah.
Well, not weird, but just like a sex fetish thing exclusively.
Yeah.
For you, it's not. Is that common? Like, what do you think the breakdown is on furries that are into it sexually too versus just, I love the suit?
Yeah, I wouldn't know, to be honest. At least, like, out of my friends, everyone's, like, pretty fucking normal in that sense. But, like, well, what is normal? But
yes.
I honestly wouldn't know. But, like, I would say, like, maybe, like, 30% of it is sex. I'm not too sure. Like, I think it, like, from the history of it, of what I've heard, like, it did start off as, like, a sex thing in, like, the 80s and 90s. But then I think since COVID hit, a lot of people were stuck inside and, like, it was everyone was on the internet, and a lot of people discovered what furries were since COVID. So maybe a lot of the newer furries are like, I'm not too sure, dude. But
that's interesting.
Yeah.
And there's a huge art component to it
a
as
lot
well.
of it is art.
Because I suppose if not everyone can afford to throw down 10 grand on a suit, so you just got to draw your fursona, hey?
Yeah, well, that's it. So you don't have to have a fursuit to be a furry, all that sort of stuff. Like, I think there's weight at least. There's about like 700 to like 800 to 900 furries. Like, it's pretty interesting. Within the art community, it's definitely like a lot of furries and cosplay and all that sort of stuff.
So, I'm trying to understand
Yeah.
what. So it's not so.
Yeah.
Because I think there's people go, oh, it's a weird sex thing, because that's the easiest thing to explain of like why someone would do this.
Yeah.
For someone where it's not the case, why are you like? What is it about being a furry that you enjoy so much that you are willing to invest this much time and money into something? Like, what is this? Is this a hobby?
Yeah.
Is this an identity?
But for me, it's definitely not my identity. I don't think I'm a dog. But for me, it's like I guess a bit of self-expression in the sense of getting into a character and whatever. I like to dress up in like expensive clothing and all that sort of stuff and post it online. For me, I make content out of it on like Instagram and TikTok and short and all that sort of stuff. I'm what you would call in the furry space, like instead of an influencer, they call it a poppy fur. Really fucking cringe name, by the way, just to put that out there. Fucking sucks.
You're really trying to move the movement on a little bit from some of this cringe lord infantilizing language. Like, come on, guys, we can be cool.
Yeah, we can be cool.
Don't call me a poppy fur. I'm a furry influencer.
I just post shit online. Yeah, just like funny videos and stuff like that. I've been posting stuff since in January, and I've sort of like built a community from there. Pretty fucking fast, I think.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
So
I guess like out of suit, I don't look like you're like what you'd expect of a average furry.
Yeah. Your persona, right? When you put on the outfit and the mask, do you become a different person, or
I'm
like
still
are you?
me, but like I guess like I'm conveying like a different aesthetic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why I have two other suits, so it's all about like I guess like an aesthetic as well.
So I guess you're amplifying certain aspects of who you are.
Yeah, I guess I see it as like I guess like a high type of fashion even. Like these are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So
it's a flex.
Yeah, it is a flex. It is a flex. So I really in life I just don't give a fuss what people think.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do what makes me happy.
Hell yeah.
You know, we live in a fucking spinning rock. We're gonna die in like 15, 40 years. So like you do this shit, just fucking send it. Do what makes you happy. No one's gonna fucking think about me in like 30 years for like whatever, dude.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
So how are these suits made? So are you talking to because it's firstly it has to be custom to your body so that it fits, but then on top of that, I'm assuming you pick the colors and the hair. Like you have a hairstyle.
Yeah.
Right.
This one I didn't commission. It was a pre-made, but it's like one of a kind. But it's all like one of a kind, but
one of one, baby. That's a flex.
One of one. But yeah, you can commission them. I've got another one. It's like a cat. It looks like a fucking cat.
A whore cat.
A whore cat.
Nice.
So like the whore eyes. And I can't explain it without saying it, but it's cool. It's like an emo sort of whore cat.
Yeah.
But I commissioned that back in November.
Yeah.
It was just drew stuff up because I do as well.
Yes.
I drew what I wanted and got that made. And like, yeah.
Right. But is there a back and forth on that?
Sorry.
Is there a back and forth between you and the designer?
Yeah, it's like a big process. Like that, they'll show you how they're going, little updates and stuff like that, until you get the finished product. But if you do want to get a full bodysuit, which I'm getting in about a month, you have to like cover yourself in duct tape.
What do you mean?
Okay, so you get a paint suit from like Bunnings or whatever, and we'll have someone just cover your entire body in duct tape from like your neck down to your ankles. Apart from your head.
Why do they do that?
So it can be like custom to your body.
Oh, so you get covered in duct tape and they cut you out of it?
Yeah, they cut you out of it.
And then they reassemble the shell so they can see what exactly.
Yeah, so you see the husk.
That's amazing.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you cocoon yourself and then you're reborn as your persona.
Yeah, reborn like fucking butterfly.
Nice.
But instead of that, it's just a fucking weird dog.
This is so interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've always been aware of this like massive subculture.
Yeah.
But I've never known anyone that's into it.
Yeah.
What would you say are the misconceptions that people have about the furry, about you or the furry community, or?
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess people when they see it, like, yeah, they just immediately go, oh, it's sick, you're a freak, keep it in the bedroom and stuff like that. You don't know that person, you know. It's like, just because, like, it's you know, like when the drag queens and stuff like that, those you're pedophiles and shit like that. You know what?
That's a good analogy where certainly there's a huge sex fetish side to drag queens, but there's also a massive community of people who are just performing as a character.
Yeah,
that's not necessarily about fucking.
It's really not like it's like the sex part of it is definitely not my thing. For a lot of people it definitely isn't, but for some people it is. But, you know, people fetishize anything. So
yes.
I think just, you know, don't just assume someone's a fucking sex pest because they're wearing a fursuit or whatever. So I think it's just I'm not too sure, to be honest. Definitely very autistically orientated.
It's super autistic.
Yeah, it's fucking autistic. I'm autistic.
Well, as am I.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's it could be a very freeing thing for an autistic person who kind of struggles socially, social cues, stuff like that.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of that for some people.
Unmask by putting on a mask of their own design.
Yeah, there is definitely a lot of that for some people that I've even met. If it does help them coming out of their shell, you know, they can act a bit different, act a bit more silly.
Or putting on their shell. A turtle shell?
Turtle shell?
That's right.
So I didn't get that one.
Because if their fursona was a turtle.
Yep.
Whatever, man.
No, I get it. So I shot in your joke, I'm sorry. Fuck.
Whatever, man.
Whatever.
So I'm trying. So what's a normal? So outside of conventions, because you today you were at Oz Comic Con.
Yes.
Are there other things that you do, like that the furry community does on the regular?
Yeah. So we have like meets and stuff like that. We'll all get together and just like socialize and whatever.
Yeah.
They have furry conventions. I went to my first one.
Imagine the smell.
Yep. Yeah, I went to one in Gold Coast, and there was like it was good. There was definitely some parts in the artist alley where it just fucking stinks, and I was like, holy shit.
Here's the thing, man. Yeah. You can't be doing a furry convention in a hot state.
It was so local.
You got to do that in Melbourne in winter.
Yeah.
For everyone's sake.
Yeah.
For the attendees and especially for the staff.
So they did a walk down to the beach to take a photo down at Gold Coast.
Yeah.
3 people passed out.
Yeah, you can't be taking furries to the beach on the Gold Coast. Yeah. People are gonna have heat stroke.
Yeah. And I went with,
was it a dog beach?
No, it wasn't.
No, breaking the rules too.
And I went with my show mates.
Yeah.
To there, and like the staff were just like wanting to kick them out because they didn't look like they're supposed to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, they looked like they were there to bash everybody. Yeah, your SJ mates.
Yeah, and I think they were on return next year though. They broke into the pool. Yeah. And I climbed on the roof and fucking filmed it.
That's no good.
It was alright though. It was alright. Yeah. I was at Oz Comic Con today. You know, worse than the furry conventions.
Yeah, I love going to comic conventions. Yeah. I always have.
Yeah.
And it always makes me laugh to see how much signage there is around this whole centre just about deodorant.
Yeah.
There's 2 signs you'll always see at every comic convention.
Yeah.
It's just a general guidance on personal hygiene, not washing hands, just literally, this is how you apply deodorant. Please make sure you are doing so. Be considerate of others.
Yeah.
And then the other sign you always see is like sexual consent. And like just because a girl is wearing a costume doesn't mean you can grab her tits in a photo.
Yeah.
Or take a photo with her without asking her. And those things used to make me laugh because I thought, who would need to read this?
Yeah.
a lot of people need to read it.
A lot of people do need to read it.
A lot of people read it and ignore it.
Yep. At 30, they had this big, massive fucking banner, and it was just like, you know, like, cosplayers and not consent. It had to be fucking put around everybody's head.
Yeah, that's the slogan. Cosplay is not consent. That's
Yeah.
right.
I legit had someone grab my ass at the Furry convention. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Yeah. That's hectic.
Yeah.
So, is there like a furry goat?
Very good.
Not the animal goat. I mean, like the greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
Is there a furry that everyone's like, that's the guy? Like for me, I'm a comic. It's like, you know, there's Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr. Is there a furry goat?
Well, obviously I haven't been a furry for that long. I guess there's someone like a lot of people like grew up on is Jura Strawberry or Telephone.
Right.
Yeah.
And are they just like kind of first in the door type?
Yeah, like fucking like
pioneers.
2018 sort of like labs.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think at the moment though, there's a guy called Keelfang. Keelfang. He's rich as fuck. Like he's just dripped down like Balenciaga, fucking Gucci, all that sort of shit. And he just like he's cool. He's cool.
So Gucci hoodie, furry head.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he's fucking
See, a real flex, what someone needs to do is create a whole fursuit out of like cut up designer clothing.
That would look fucking collapse though.
That would look terrible,
look
but how
horrible.
expensive would it
It'd be
look?
very expensive. Yeah.
So where did this back to the suits? Where did that come from? Is it made in Australia?
Yeah. So my friend, I've become friends with her, Kiki Chaos Creations. She's actually trying to make a suit for Baby No Money at the moment.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, fucking Baby Nos.
Jeez, you're gonna have an influx of tourists into this scene. As soon as he drops that, your meetups are gonna get much bigger in size.
Fucking, it'll be good.
Yeah.
But she was making my full suit. Kiki Chaos Creation. She's full.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how many suits can she take on at a time? Because like I was talking to a tailor of human suits.
Of humans.
I don't know if you know about them.
No, I don't.
But I was talking to her and she said, I can't do anything for you until like 6 months in advance because she's booked out.
Yeah, right.
How many fursuits can...
Oh, in like a year. I mean, I think the fastest people can make it is 2 weeks.
That's quick.
Yeah, but maybe she can like call. It's like, because obviously it takes a lot of time and like she's doing it for someone, but maybe like 12 to like 14 a year. I'm not speaking for Kiki's, but like maybe 12 to 14 a year.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
And is that a full-time job for them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like she's got a full office space in in Sydney.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's so funny because I bet she would get like lots of custom. Can you put a hole here, please?
I think her suits are completely like she will not do that.
Ah, boo.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably. I'm thinking that's probably a good move because the last thing you would want to see after, if you labour over like a suit for 2 weeks, you create this beautiful piece of artwork. The last thing you would want to see is that artwork in an amateur pornography.
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty heartbreaking. You just put your blood, sweat, and tears into this fucking... It's literally art, like this art piece, and you just see it covered in cum.
Yeah.
That would fucking suck.
She's put blood, sweat, and tears into it, and some idiots put cum in it.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah, no good.
How do you wash it? And do you?
You know this... you know this fucking, like, green machine? Like, carpet one?
No.
No. I like... It, like, sucks out all the fucking shit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them.
Great.
Yep.
And how often does that have to happen?
I usually wear a balance fiber under here, so that kind of helps. But maybe like after like fourth wear, maybe just get a fucking wash.
Great.
Yeah, like if you've been doing it all day, just do it because like, dude, that's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've brought another head here.
Yeah.
So what's this one?
It's one of the Muffins.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, I am actually shocked how well made these are.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, what is? So it's obviously shaped in the shape of a animal's head.
Yeah.
What's this? What is that made of?
That one's
on the
3D,
inside.
That one's 3D printed.
Right.
Yeah. This one here is like foam. This one's like squishy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is like, it feels like a hockey mask on the inside.
Yeah.
So that's 3D printed, and
Yeah.
then I guess they just staple the fur to it.
I
Right.
think stable. I think that Hulk blew it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
May I try it on?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah. If it feels weird, let me know. How does that feel?
It feels nice, but it smells like semen. Have you lied to me?
No, it smells like berries and cream, dude. Don't lie to me.
It actually does smell quite nice. This is
Yeah.
You know what gets me?
Yeah.
This is so difficult to see out of.
Fuck with it.
I have no peripheral vision.
Yep.
And also there's a huge nose in the way.
Yeah.
Makes me realize why dogs preference their nose
Yeah.
than their eyes to
Things-
get around.
Yeah. Well, you see why I thought like an autistic child was hugging me when I got bashed, right? You can't see shit.
Yeah, I think I'd have to get punched 3 times in the head to realize I was getting punched in the head wearing this thing. It is a bit of a helmet, to be honest.
Yeah. If I was wearing that one, it would have been a different story. So it's a bit harder.
Yeah.
I think the punches would have hurt a lot more.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling anything. Am I supposed to feel something? Like if I were a furry, am I supposed to be like, I'm beginning to understand?
I'm maybe if I was in a mirror, something I was saying, I'll come and see.
There's a mirror over there, but I can't necessarily
Yeah,
see.
you just fucking smacked the lamp. You feel cool?
I feel very claustrophobic.
Yep.
And I'm becoming scared.
Yeah. Do you feel a bit more autistic?
I think I'm the type of autistic to not be able to handle a fursuit. That's
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying
fuck,
today.
man. You wear that all day.
I've worn this in 40-degree heat for like 4 hours.
That's insane.
Yeah. You get used to it. You get used to it. But it is a bit like ironic because, you know, a lot of like people on the spectrum are very like, you know, sensory.
Yes.
Fucking, like, I don't know why a lot of autistic people become furries because holy fuck, that sounds like the absolute worst nightmare to be fucking like.
I'm going to be so real with you, man. I fucking hated that.
Oh shit.
You can take yours off, by the way, if you'd like.
Fuck.
Face reveal.
Fucking wait. My hair's probably fucked. What's up?
There he is.
Yeah, fuck. Let me get my beanie on. This shit's fucked.
I think what was surprising to me
Yeah.
as a complete outsider to this
Yeah.
was how shockingly normal you are.
Yeah.
You know, which I imagine you would get a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people, like, I guess people have it, like, instilled in their mind of, like, what the average furry would be like, and it's just, like, Discord moderator fucking, like, Wojak. But yeah, I'm literally just a chill guy.
Yeah.
Fucking add them to the... Yep. Funnily enough, before I was a furry, I used to be a little eshe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell. You know why? It's these.
Oh, yeah.
You can't rock up in these and the fucking snow pants and not also maybe have a knife.
No, I've got, like, 4 pairs of tans at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eshe. That's
Shaver, fucking Unky J, bro. He'll chat. Fucking relax.
So outside of being of the furry community,
Yeah.
what are you into?
Like art and stuff like that. Surfing, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like fucking nerdy shit, like fucking Star Wars and all that sort of stuff. I used to work at EB Games. And,
Of course you did.
Yeah. Isaac Butterfield was really close. He said he looked like I'd be someone to work at JB Hi-Fi. He was fucking so close.
Yeah, true.
Games.
Yeah, you look at this man and you're like, JB Hi-Fi, EB Games, it's one of the two.
No,
You have slightly not enough tattoos to be
fucking
in JB Hi-Fi.
Yeah, not enough. I
JB
need
Hi-Fi.
I need the full like hand tattoos.
Yeah. If you had a sleeve, if you had a beard,
Yeah, and the
I'd be like
stretched out.
100%. Yeah,
Stretched out, yeah.
stretched ears, you'd have to work at JB.
Yeah. No, Isaac Butterfield said I needed a beard, and I was like, fucking get fucked. I'm not getting a beard, bro. I can't grow one. I just have a neck beard, and then I will look like the average furry.
Yeah, no, I think EB Games, you're like just queer enough for EB Games.
Yeah, just queer enough.
And not like tattooed millennial enough for JB.
Yeah.
So, did I miss you said you were gay? Or no?
No.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Dope, brother.
Yeah.
And are you a single man?
Not at the moment, no.
Not at the moment.
No.
You thought about that a little bit though.
No,
You're like, who am I going to upset by answering this?
No, I've just started seeing someone.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
And so, what was harder, coming out as gay or coming out as a furry?
Coming out as gay, actually. Yeah, fucking. It was like I waited till I finished school.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I don't need to deal with that.
Yeah.
And the moment like I posted one gay thing on my like Instagram, because I was just sort of like, I don't give a fuck.
People were like, I knew it.
But, yeah, a few people were. I had these little cunts come to my work and they'll like go to my drive-thru and be like, fucking faggot.
Oh, that's so lame.
I know, dude. Fucking suck my dick, you pieces of shit. Fucking.
Yeah. It was that. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
fuck you guys.
Dude,
that's so lame.
Yeah.
Going through the Macca's drive-through to hurl slurs.
Yeah.
Did they also order food?
No, they
Well, that's rude.
No, they'd go through and like do this like scam where they'd be like, oh, I came in the other day, I didn't get food. So they were like already banned before they came in. Yeah. Fucking
Fuck.
stand-up society, fucking.
Yeah. That is such a unique position to be in, gay eshe furry.
Yeah.
Like, you might be a 101, dude.
I think I might be. I think I'm fine.
I don't think I could. First of all,
Yeah.
gay eshe, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The gay eshe furry,
Yeah.
that's genuinely unique.
Yeah. Fucking, I've been to like heaps of like, you know, Eshe rap concerts and shit like that. And they're pretty fucking hectic. I went to no Wombat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. I've met
he's-
him a few times.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
My mate did a shoey out of his Ugg boot, and he was
Yuck, an Ugg boot.
it was manky.
That's
It was-
rank.
It was fucking minge, bro. But he said he drugged it, and my friend believed it. And that night, he had a full fucking like breakdown. He's like, I've been drugged.
No, that's just what happens when you drink alcohol from an Ugg boot.
But yeah, fucking whatever. Like ecosystem is developing in that.
I'm a big cursor man myself.
Cursor's chill. I fuck with Cursor.
Yeah. Don't fuck with cursor, mate. Don't do that.
Don't fuck with Cursor.
Well, what would you if you had a message for the people that jumped you, or the people that thought it was a good thing to do?
Yeah.
What would you say to those people?
Oh, I mean, you just gotta realize there's a human under there that you're bashing. You're not just bashing like a funny mascot. You guys are fucking cowards. that's bottom line. I think don't be shit cunts. Be a good cunt. Don't be a shit cunt.
That's
it.
a great message.
Yeah.
Well, Dennis, thank you very much for joining me.
That's
I
all
really
right.
appreciate it.
That's all right.
And I'm glad you found some humour in the jokes.
Yeah, that's all right.
We'll finish up here. Where can people find you?
Yeah.
And if there's anything else you'd like to say, now's your time.
I'm on Instagram and TikTok. Dennis.gun. I post cringe furry shit there if you want to fucking watch that. I don't know if your audience enjoys furry content, but maybe if you do.
There'll be a few.
There'll be a few little furry a few autistics.
Hey, it's a spectrum, mate. There'll be a few.
Spectrum, yeah. Just like love. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
That's
All right.
about it. Fucking.
Well, thanks for coming, and
That's all
thanks
right.
for coming out to the show, man. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, all good. No problem.
Sweet.
No problem. I'm good.
Thanks, bye.
Fucking see ya.
Cool. That was great, man.
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you
good.
very much.
Yeah, that's all right. Fucking.